forgotten creatures that ruled before the Great Dying, unearthing Africa's Permian past. For over a decade, an international team of paleontologists has been digging through Africa's ancient soil to uncover clues about the Permian. This geologic era, spanning 299 to 252 million years ago, marked by Earth's most devastating mass extinction. Led by researchers at the University of Washington and the Field Museum of Natural History, this effort aims to decode the life that thrived in southern Pangaea, the planet's once unified supercontinent, just before the Great Dying. This cataclysmic event wiped out roughly 70% of land-dwelling species and nearly all marine life, reshaping the evolutionary trajectory of life on Earth. This extinction was a turning point for life, said Christian Sidor, a UW professor of biology and vertebrate paleontology curator at the Burke Museum. But we still lack a clear picture of which species survived, which didn't, and why. The fossils we've collected in Tanzania and Zambia will give us a global view of this pivotal moment in our planet's history. Sidor and Kenneth Angelchik, a paleomammalogy curator at the Field Museum, co-edited a 14-article series published in Journal of Vertebrate Paleontology on August 7, 2025. The series highlights recent discoveries about the diverse array of animals that once roamed Permian Africa, including saber-toothed predators, burrowing herbivores, and a large amphibian resembling a salamander. Fossil treasures across southern Africa. All these finds were unearthed in 3 basins across southern Africa: the Ruhuhu Basin in Tanzania, the Luangwa Basin in Zambia, and the Mid-Zambezi Basin in Zambia. Most were discovered during multiple month-long digs over 17 years, with some specimens analyzed decades earlier after being stored in museum collections. Sidor noted, "These regions hold some of the most exquisite fossils from the Permian, offering an unprecedented glimpse into land life leading up to the extinction." Starting in 2007, Sidor and his team, including UW students and postdocs, made 5 trips to the Ruhuhu Basin and 4 to the Mid-Zambezi and Luangwa Basins, collaborating with Tanzanian and Zambian governments. Researchers trekked between sites miles apart, staying in villages or camping in open spaces. They even woke to the ground-quaking stomps of elephant herds at night. All fossils collected would be returned to Tanzania and Zambia after analysis. Life before the Great Dying. The Permian marks the end of the Paleozoic era, a time when life began colonizing land after evolving in the oceans. By the Permian, amphibians and reptiles dominated environments from dense forests to arid valleys. The end Permian mass extinction, whose cause remains debated, devastated ecosystems and ushered in the Mesozoic era, when dinosaurs, birds, flowering plants, and mammals evolved. For decades, the best understanding of the Permian came from South Africa's Karoo Basin, but Tanzania and Zambia's basins now rival the Karoo in fossil completeness. Sidor's team's excavations represent the largest analysis of the region's pre- and post-Permian fossil record. In 2018, they published a comprehensive study of the Ruhuhu and Luangwa basins, revealing new insights into Permian life. Exquisite fossils for global comparisons, Sidor emphasized. The number of specimens we've found in Zambia and Tanzania is so high and well preserved that we can make species-level comparisons with what's found in South Africa. These fossils offer critical details for studying this pivotal period. The team also described new dicynodonts, small, burrowing reptiles that became dominant plant eaters by the extinction. They identified new gorgonopsians, saber-toothed predators, and temnospondyls, large salamander-like amphibians. Comparing survivors and casualties. Now we can compare 2 regions of Pangaea to see what happened before and after the extinction, Sidor explained. We can begin asking who survived and who didn't. Reference: Introduction to Vertebrate Evolution in the Permian Rift Basins of Tanzania and Zambia, by Christian A. Sitter and Kenneth D. Engeltzik. 7th August 2025, Journal of Vertebrate Paleontology. DOI 10.1080272463 4.224-44616. In addition to the UW Enfield Museum, the team includes scientists from the University of Chicago, Loyola University Chicago, Idaho State University, the National Museum of Natural History in Paris, Carleton University, the University of Southern California, the University of the Witwatersrand in South Africa, the Iziko South African Museum, Southern Methodist University, the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, the Museum for Natural History in Berlin, the U.S. Geological Survey, the University of Oklahoma, the National Heritage Conservation Commission in Lusaka, Virginia Tech, and the Chippembele Wildlife Education Center in Mfume, Zambia. 7 of these scientists are former UW postdoctoral researchers, doctoral students, or undergraduates. The research was funded by the U.S. National Science Foundation and the National Geographic Society. Never miss a breakthrough. Join the SciTech Daily newsletter. https://scitechdaily.com/newsletter.